Cheers! Welcome to Movie Bitches! RuPaul's Drag Race, Season 10, Episode 4! First things first.
Yes.
Shout out to our wine sponsor, Wink, trywink.com/moviebitches. You get $20 off your first month of wine. Also, thank you to our Patreon subscribers at $5 a month or more. You are getting this early because you are fabulous. And also because you gave us money.
So, the episode starts.
Yes.
And Yuhua has gone home, and they're all sort of sitting around. Fucking Monet pulls out another sponge, and Asia's like, where are these coming from?
Thank you. I don't know.
I mean, it is making me laugh.
Yes.
I'm not mad about it.
I'm particularly not mad about it because now we have SpongeBob the Drag Queen, which is possibly my favorite thing to come from this season so far. And that's saying a lot.
So far.
I mean, Miss Vanjie. Miss...
Vanjie.
Miss... Vanjie. Oh my god. I love that in the workroom they're doing it.
Vanjie. 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 Vanjie.
Like, they haven't even been part of this whole social media insanity. It's just like, it was that catchy.
It was that damn catchy. I feel like, has somebody put Miss Vanjie on the gay Babadook yet? I feel like that's a thing.
That does seem like a thing that should happen.
So they're all sitting around and sort of comes up again this whole like throwing under the bus conversation, and like Monique is still sort of pissed off at Mayhem.
I didn't boss you, but I kept going back to make sure, were you okay? Because you were so quiet.
Really, girl?
And she's like, girl, I gave you ample opportunity. I was constantly like, is that cool with you? You know, do you have a better idea? Da, 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 da. And Mayhem, instead of like diffusing the situation and being like, you know what, girl, I panicked. I knew it was in the bottom, and I'm really sorry, and like that was on me.
It's hard to get a word in with you big mouth bitches. You talk and talk and talk, and when a bitch tries to get a word in, you keep talking, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna stay in my corner.
I just called everybody out, and I was like, oh, this is not a cute look.
Not a cute look. Also, like, what? You had on your team Monique, Dusty Ray Bottoms,
and Cameron.
I would say, and you're saying that they're all big mouth?
I would say Dusty and Cameron are the two quietest ones. Maybe Blair. Throw Blair in there, but like...
This is not about RuPaul's Friends Race. This is about me getting $100,000 and getting you bitches out of my way.
Monique is just like, game on then. Game on.
The lights are on.
The Bible says that what's done in the dark will be brought to light, mother darling. The light's on.
And then they turn on the stupid work light. I love it. It's so stupid.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
They all come in the next day, and there's Monet in her little cheetah snuggie onesie.
So Ru comes in this suit. Oh boy.
Oh yeah. I mean, she looked like a member of the Jackson 5, you know?
The mini challenge for this week.
Yes. I loved this. I thought this was really fun.
Yeah.
You're supposed to get into ugly quick drag?
Crazy quick drag.
Quick drag, and photobomb some celebrities. And
yes.
Everyone had a different celebrity, and some were really, really funny, and some I forgot about. We get like Miss Cracker's first, and she's wearing her cracker hair.
Yep. But then she like holds it like it was a trophy. Like, it was silly.
Silly but not hilarious.
No, it was cute and silly. The Monique's though, I thought was just hilarious. She comes
out, she's got this crazy face. She's like flashing the camera, like, this was really funny, and then I love that in the context of this, she's like flashing the Jonas Brothers. That made me laugh.
Right.
And then she ends up
grabbing his crotch and turning around. And I liked this too because it not only was it funny, but it also was giving me like a weird twist on that stupid meme, of like the boyfriend looking at the other girl with the girlfriend.
Oh, like me with the what? And the like response. Yeah. It worked with the photo, and it really made me laugh.
It really made me laugh.
It was probably my favorite. Asia's was pretty funny. She was with the royals. They're like waving like, oh, hello, people of, you know, whatever. And then she's dressed like Lisa Turtle, and it's just like, that was silly. That was making me laugh. Dusty was one of Oprah's favorite things.
I didn't think this was the funniest, but I thought the funniest part about this was Ru being like, yes, you own everything. Get it? You don't get it.
Get it? Own? No, you don't get it.
Cameron was with the Trumps.
Oh my God. I'm with Stupid and
looking at the eclipse. That was funny.
That was funny.
That made me laugh.
Yeah. And then Aquarius was really funny too. Like she thought of something different.
That photo was weird. The literal photo of Kim and Kanye, I was like, what's this? What's this photo?
She's like half cheated to him, and you're like...
It looks like they should have thrown this picture away.
Exactly. It was like a toss out from the paparazzi. Like oh, don't use that one.
Whatever. But anyway, it was funny because then she gets, I guess, who gave her this pile of dog shit?
I don't know.
Like, some of them I was like, but who gave you this prop?
Right.
Did you come up with this?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Some of them. I was like, I don't know.
Did they show them the photo and then be like, here, come up with some ideas in the next 5 minutes? Like, did everyone have that time? I don't know.
But Aquaria is like, picking up dog poop from, I'm assuming, Kim's squatting on the red carpet. Not sure, but that was very funny. It was funny. Made me laugh. I thought Monique's was funnier to me.
I thought it was too.
Maybe just because I'm not that into scatological stuff.
Me either.
But I thought Monique's was funnier.
Yeah, I agree. So Aquaria wins.
Yes, Aquaria wins.
And she wins $1,000 from Postmates. And it's like, whatever. But then Sean comes out.
Well, this was so weird.
So weird.
I was like, oh, because they fired him and now he's like working at Postmates? And they were like, well...
Come back.
Here you go. I don't know. This felt weird.
It felt strange just in like, well, why isn't he a pit crew? What?
Yeah, why isn't he?
He was just here? I don't know. I don't know.
He was hanging out.
Whatever.
On set.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Sean.
Bye, Sean. And Ru then announces that...
The Maxi Challenge.
That the world is ending.
Right.
But it's okay. Good news because we're having a ball!
Silly.
It was silly.
The world is coming to an end. Good news.
We're throwing a ball.
So we get 3 different looks. We get Alaskan Winter Realness.
Which is a bikini look.
Miami Summer Realness.
Which is like a fur coat look.
And Martian Extravaganza.
Eleganza Extravaganza.
Because we're going to have to leave the planet?
Yes.
Okay, because we're going to have to live on Mars.
Exactly.
Because the planet's dying.
Yeah.
Got it.
We have to destroy a different planet.
Mars will destroy us.
That's very true. Oh my God, do you remember Mission to Mars?
Oh boy, yes, do I remember.
And
remember Ghosts of Mars?
The mountain like opens up. No, I don't remember Ghosts of Mars.
Red Planet. There was an awful lot of movies about Mars.
Ew.
Gentlemen, start your rocket engines and may the best woman win.
It was silly. It was like silly, fun, goofy.
Yeah.
This was what I liked. And like these were kind of some of the puns that I appreciate. Whereas so often on the runway, it's just like, let's toss another pun in here. We gotta make it work. It's like, no.
And they're trying too hard.
Exactly.
They're grasping at straws.
They're grasping at puns. And instead it's like, let the pun just come naturally. Mm-hmm. And then it's funny.
So I thought we got a lot of like really fun interacting between the queens this episode, which is great, which is what happens when they have to like actually work in the workroom.
Yeah.
Everyone's grabbing all this fabric. Asia is having a really hard time with Monet cutting up this red fabric. She's like, oh, I know how expensive that fabric is, and she's not even cutting a pattern. She's just cutting right into it.
Gonna keep this very shapy.
Oh, okay.
Aquaria's gonna glue something to a bra.
I thought we got a lot more sass from Miss Cracker this episode.
Oh,
There was a few more little like funny ones. Like
she was shadier with the girls, I felt like.
Let it go, girl. Because they're not gonna see that in stage list.
And then we get Eureka's zippers breaking,
Oh my
right?
God. Oh, and Monique, Lord Jesus, let's pray a prayer for this.
Pray for elasticity and strength. It was good.
Jesus be a zipper.
Monique is definitely giving me that like mother hen Latrice of it all.
Yeah, sure.
Where it's just like, take us to church, let's do this.
Yeah.
Can you take us to church?
Whoa, Jesus is a biscuit. Ah, Jesus is a biscuit.
So Ru comes back into the workroom and checks in on everyone.
First she goes to Asia O'Hara's station and she's talking about like, oh, the O'Haras and all of the generations of O'Haras and all these things, and she's listing a bunch of O'Haras and she does not list Fifi.
She's not in the house of Fifi.
I thought everyone was saying that she was.
Oh, wait.
Remember, everybody was commenting like, oh, you're going to automatically hate Asia because she's in Fifi's...
Right, she was Fifi's drag mom.
Or something. And I was like, well, first of all, no. I don't just like arbitrarily hate a family of drag queens. That's stupid. But also it turns out that's not even true.
Apparently not. I mean, it was weird that she didn't say it.
She would definitely have mentioned it. I was just like, okay, guys. Just wondering.
Right.
Maybe it's still true. Maybe they had a falling out and she was like, I'm not mentioning that bitch, Fifi.
I
don't know. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, and then we get Aquaria. Like, oh, well, I went to school for fashion or whatever, and then she's
fashion design
yeah.
and stuff, yeah.
And then Ru's like, well, you haven't won anything yet. Like, how are you gonna step it up?
Some girls in the workroom chose to read books. I chose to turn looks.
And then she can't say it again for her life.
Let's see if you can do it one more time.
Okay. Some girls in the workroom tried,
Those girls read books. Oh, no.
Some girls in the workroom chose to turn look. Oh,
let me try again.
They'll be turning looks, but shoot.
Shit, I did it again. Well, I went. What does that mean?
I mean, I don't know, because she literally had just told us that she went to school for fashion.
I mean, it just rhymes. I think it was didn't make sense. Because I was like, well, are you saying they're
smart and you're not, but you have good looks?
I read books.
I read books.
Missy, we are all educated. Off. I've had it with you. Go the home.
So then she gets to Monet Exchange and she's just like, so, keep wearing these pussycat wigs.
But you're always pumping a pussycat wig.
What's with all the pussycat wigs?
Do you ever do big hair?
When the occasion calls for it.
So what you're saying is the occasion of this competition you're calling is a pussycat wig.
So you're just gonna keep wearing pussycat wigs all the time?
So it's a convenience thing.
Yeah.
Just throwing a pussycat wig and you out the door.
But also I look really good in them, I feel.
She was not having it. It was really making me laugh.
I appreciated this though, because it really was like, and I'm angry already with Monet that she didn't have like the big picture look to be like, wait, maybe I shouldn't wear red for a third week in a row.
Yeah.
Because 2 weeks in a row she gave us dark red and a blonde like finger wave short wig.
And then this week it was red with like a slightly poofier short blonde wig.
Shake it up. Not the wig, but also maybe the wig.
Brush it first.
Yes.
Stop relying on that pussycat wig. This whole season is giving me a lot more camaraderie than past seasons, I think. Like everyone seems to be like having fun with each other. At least they're showing it more. Where last season it was a lot more like, and this is my tragic past.
That is true. It's
about this sad thing
It's back to like fun stuff in the workroom.
And we can still talk about serious things and then move on. And then let's talk about something else.
Yeah.
And so they're having a lot of fun with each other. You're like, Eureka and Monet are dancing. Like they just start having a dance party or whatever.
Really
to the cat, hey.
You gotta get them down at the end, girl. Give them a little donkey kick, man.
Donkey kick.
Donkey kick.
A donkey kick, because you look like an ass while you're doing it. Like there was just silliness happening.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
well, this is also the Eureka that I liked the most, where it's just like when she's loud, but it's fun loud, where it's just like you're silly and having a good time and you're nerdy and geeky and it's cute and fun and I like it.
The sort of fun workroom Eureka.
Yeah.
Instead of competitive talking over each other. I mean, there was two sides to the story, but it escalated so quickly.
So quickly.
Agoura, here's something I want to ask you because it's come up a couple times. I've overheard people saying like, oh, well, Aquaria, she has sugar daddies.
This felt also very much like producer being like, hey, Miss Cracker, have you heard the rumors that Aquaria has sugar daddies in New York? You have? Why don't you ask her about it? Well, I'm kind of busy doing my makeup. No, I think you should definitely ask her about it right now. I think that would be a really good character arc for you two. Like maybe you could bond over it. Yeah, definitely ask her right now. So weird. But the best part about this whole conversation was that before she says anything, she just turns around and gives her the stankiest face. And I was like, yes, to this. Loving it.
Where did this bitch hear that I had a sugar daddy?
And then she's like, oh no, I don't have a sugar daddy.
If Aquaria had more personality, then this would have been the perfect opportunity.
Have a sugar daddy? Have a sugar daddy?
I could get a sugar daddy if I wanted a sugar daddy, but you could never have a sugar daddy because you are not that kind of girl.
But I can't because I am what? Sickening.
Oh, you bitch! Oh,
no. Sickening, no.
It would have been really funny.
She had like a bottle of water that she could throw at her.
Glitter at her.
Exactly. Bitch!
So much stuff happened in the workroom this week. Like, really fun
yes,
stuff.
really fun stuff. Because then perhaps my other favorite part of this episode.
Oh, boy.
People in England, they sounded like us, aka Americans. Then they got the accent when they went there. People think it's the other way around.
Wait, Monet, I love you, but that's not how it works.
Accents change, things happen.
Yes.
But the way she was explaining it was silly bananas.
In the UK, they used to sound like this.
And then what happened?
Then I don't know what happened, then they got the British accent.
Lies and fairy tales. Who told you that?
Lies and fairy tales. Who told you that?
Yeah, lies and fairy tales.
My teachers. Lies. Lies and fairy tales.
Their accent changed.
Because they moved over there. I mean, no. Hold on.
So, quick commercial break and we'll be back.
I think you should do it in a British accent.
Oh, all right. So, quick commercial break and then we'll be back with the runway and another runway and another runway and then a lot in Untucked. So stay tuned.
It's vivacious.
Vivacious.
Hot and vivacious.
So, Rue walks down the runway. Oh, yes.
I was so excited.
So excited.
I'm so glad she's taking chances and risk and like shaking it up and doing different things on the runway. It also could have been that she just didn't feel like getting her makeup done for 6 hours today, but I wasn't mad.
No.
I was into it.
I was super into it. I liked this big stupid visor.
Oh, her glaucoma glasses. And then she's got this big stupid ponytail coming out of this like club kid face. Into it.
I was soups
this
into it.
Rainbow taffy dress.
Oh yeah, with like the swirls.
It was just really silly and
Yeah.
great. And the fact that they kept making all these jokes. Because I was like, well, how's she going to judge the runway? She's got this big fucking visor on. And then
I could tell by the look in Rue's eye that she was living.
loving it. So stupid. But that's what I love about this show.
I agree.
And I can tell by the twinkle in RuPaul's eye that he is living for this.
And then the guest judges were Logan Browning from Dear White People. Dear White People.
Dear White People. Dear White People, the show.
Yes, from Dear White People, the Netflix TV show?
Yes.
Yeah. Her look was fabulous.
Oh, yeah.
Obsessed with her hair.
Oh, yeah.
She looked great.
Yeah.
I don't watch that show.
I've heard it's good.
I liked her. She seemed great.
I agree. And then the other is Tisha Campbell-Martin.
From Little Shop of Horrors and Martin.
Ooh, that's a good retro review too.
Oh my god, I love that movie so much.
So good.
Yes. So here for it.
Yeah.
Oh, then we get to talk about Rick Moranis for a while, and I'm excited about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So category is Alaskan Winter Realness, aka swimsuits. First down the runway, Mayhem Miller.
Yes.
In this bikini.
The cut was bad.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a pink and black splatter paint.
Yep.
You know, sort of 1940s. Like, because it was a lot of coverage,
yes.
but it didn't have enough structure or, like, design. It just looked like a giant panty and then, like, a heavy top. And it was not the most flattering of bathing suits.
No.
I liked her Betty Page wig. I was into that. It kept giving me Flintstones. I kept being like, Pebbles.
Yeah.
Pebbles. Like, I couldn't
It was
get past
like
it.
a little Bam Bam Boudoir.
Bebe Boudoir.
I can make your bed rock. This was like perfectly safe.
So then next was Eureka O'Hara in this gray bathing suit. I thought all of Eureka's looks were really well made and gave her a really good shape, but didn't necessarily love the styling or the color choices. Or there was always something like, well, that could have been more fabulous.
Yep.
But they're really well made, and she
I
really
agree.
knows how to make stuff for her shapes, and I was like into it.
Yep.
So I thought the bathing suit itself, I was like, damn, you made that?
Right?
Or maybe she didn't.
Maybe she didn't.
I was kind of confused too about like, did they have to make all three?
I don't think so.
I don't think they did. I think they only were required to make the third look. And then I think some of them also made other looks. So I didn't know. But anyway, is this gray boobs?
Yeah, I didn't love
that gray isn't a great bathing suit color.
Not really.
Didn't scream summer to me. I guess because it's Alaskan. Maybe it's like, you know, it's kind of like... And then this gray polka dotted house
That's
coat.
what I really hated. And then she had the same fabric tied around her waist.
That was a mistake.
Big mistake.
Because it wasn't like the belt of the thing. It was like literally just like a piece of fabric tied around your waist.
Yeah.
And she didn't need it. The shape was great.
Exactly. I would have liked probably to lose all of the polka dot fabric entirely.
The haunted house coat.
The haunted house coat.
She looked like a spooky ghost.
I, too, am afraid of ghosts.
She doesn't like ghosts, and neither do I. Ghosts scare me.
Next was Monet Exchange, and I actually really liked this, and the judges did not. She has this like neon, cool pattern.
I thought it had very flattering style lines going down, these arrows. It looked, I mean...
It helped her body look
yes, it was like...
more snatched.
Very much, very that.
Very that.
It was very that. I was also under the misinterpretation that like she had made this that day.
Oh.
So I was like, damn, you made that today? This looks great. So I think I liked it more than I would have.
Sure.
But that being said, I thought this was a cool look.
Yep.
And it was like an interesting bathing suit I hadn't necessarily seen before.
Agreed.
Didn't love the wig.
No, it was...
It was messy. So then next was Cameron Michaels. I almost said Carmen Sandiego.
Oh my god, what is this hat again?
I don't know why she keeps wearing hats.
Right?
What's with the hats?
Honestly, does anyone still wear a hat?
Just because it seems like it's always like, oh, that was a good look. Why the hat?
Why the hat?
And I'm usually here for a hat. I like a hat. But this one particularly felt like she sat on it.
It looked like... Blurp.
Like, you know, you put it in your suitcase and it didn't recover. It's like, throw the hat out. It's fine. It's fine. Move on. You ruined the hat. But that sad hat with the purple hair, I was like, this is a lot. But she turned that runway and went, there's no muscles here. Damn, girl. She looked the most...
Well, because she covered up all of her tattoos with this, like,
she had like
nude
a
illusion, I guess.
Body...
Sock.
Complete with pad... And it was a good one.
And she cinched, I cinched.
I didn't catch it at first. I was like, damn girl, what? Oh, it took me a minute.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's just like this white bikini. She looked like a real housewife, sort of at the bungalow with her pool boy, you know, like bring me a mimosa, yes.
Like I wish it was more of like a pool hat than like a Carmen Sandiego. Give me like a big, wide-brimmed floppy hat where it's just like, I'd like some more guacamole, sir.
I'll take some out of my giant hat.
Exactly. Give me more like Kim Cattrall in Sex and the City movie.
Yeah.
And less Carmen Sandiego goes to Hawaii? I don't know.
Where in the world is she?
Alaska in the winter? So then next was the Vixen. And this was the first one that I really was like, yes. Love it. She has this clear...
dominatrixy
sort of,
like there was a bit of a
it was like
BDSM thing going on,
and she has this
with
giant
all the
fan,
studs and all of the sprockets and things.
Just barely covered.
Grommets, not sprockets.
Grommets.
It was like triangle skirt. I thought the shapes were really interesting.
It was really cool.
And this big fuck off clear fan.
Yes.
It looked like she was like, you know, those like in like a boxing match they'll have the girls in the bikinis like walking around with the round one, round two. It looked like she was doing that, but like at the Thunderdome, you know, just the number girl at the Thunderdome.
The Thunderdome.
At the Thumber, I can't say it. At the Thumb.
They might be serving looks, but I'll be serving books. Shit, no.
Thunderdome. They'll be serving Thunderdome. I can just imagine it like coming up next, and they're gonna fight, and then she's just like,
yes. Oh, I love it. Yeah.
So the next on the runway was Aquaria in this Nacho Libre realness.
I didn't get this, but I liked it a lot.
What do you mean you didn't get it?
I didn't understand what this had to do with Alaska Winter.
Oh, no idea.
You know what I mean?
It was just like a cool idea for a bathing suit.
Exactly.
But there was other ones that were less fabulous that were also like, what does this have to do with
100%.
So I think it was like loosey-goose.
Oh, totally. And that's fine. It was bikini realness was what it was. And this was bikini realness.
Oh my god, this was so fabulous. She's got the Mexican wrestling mask with this like the big braid pony coming out the top of it. Yes. With these boot garters, you know, covers. Oh, this was really good.
It was really good. So then next was Dusty Ray.
It's a roller coaster with Dusty.
Oh
I'm always like, yes, no, God, no, yes, what? There's a taste. I'm concerned for the taste level.
Agreed.
So this, oh boy, she came out like trashy Cher, slutty SS officer. I didn't know what this was.
I know. I
mean, it was really like, papers, please, where are the papers? I must have them, yes. Also, I'm an extra in a Cher music video. That's what I got from it. But like slutty, sexy SS officer. I don't know, it was weird. It was giving me some weird feelings, but not in a good way.
Sure.
With like the big iron eagle and the hat.
That was it an eagle or was it a phoenix?
It looked like the
it did look like the
thing
Nazi,
on the front of the Nazi of the cars,
yeah,
like the SS. So that's why I went there.
Yes.
It was weird.
She
needs some high boots. Kick turn.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, she had like the patent leather boots. Oh my god. Yikes.
See, if she had gone there, at least I'm going, oh, that's a story.
Well, sure. It's like Sky Captain of the World of Tomorrow meets like Alaskan Winter Beach Realness.
It was a lot. Like, it wasn't telling me a story. I was like, where are you going to the beach? I don't know. Next on the runway was Monique Hart in this like watermelon box braids. I just loved this. This looked like what Noxzema and Tu Wong Fu would wear to the pool party. You know what I mean? Like, it was a full head to toe look of like, oh, I'm doing this.
Oh, now I wish that this was in that movie.
Right?
Oh my god, I love it.
Can't you see it?
Yes.
Love it.
I thought this was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
So then next was Blair St. Clair.
Mm-hmm. This, for me, was like really cute, really vintage. It was like literally the Barbie look. So it was a bit like, oh yeah, you did that.
Yeah.
And there wasn't like one extra little thing to make it her own. It's not telling me a story other than I'm recreating this Barbie look.
Exactly.
So the next was Asia O'Hara. And I was like, I'm excited. She has her own fashion. She was helping everyone in the workroom. We didn't talk about that. She was volunteering, seemingly in the editing, volunteering to help anybody that needed it and being very gracious about it. But the whole time that was happening, I was going, but girl, you got to finish your looks.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Yep.
Turns out that ended up being a problem.
Yeah.
So she comes out in this brown bathing, it was like a sort of
This was like a cupcake as a bathing suit.
I don't know, it was these pom-poms just kind of glued to it with like a fascinator. This
was bad.
It wasn't bad, it was blah.
It wasn't a realized idea.
No, her face looked pretty, her wig was nice, but it was just kind of blah.
It was, and I was just disappointed because she has the potential to really create something great and we didn't get to see it. And this is the challenge where we should be
I was
seeing
like,
it.
yes, she's gonna sew the fuck out of some stuff and make some awesome costumes. Oh, she didn't really, she kind of, So that was a bummer.
Yeah. So then last was Ms. Cracker.
This braided hair bikini.
I didn't like this, particularly for me, just because for whatever reason the proportions seemed weird.
Well, she was going for the like bobblehead hula girl on your desk. And
I got that.
And I was like, oh, cool, okay. I mean, I still think if the green grass skirt had been also in the front, I feel like that would have been better because I was like, what's this tail? What's this green tail? What's happening, huh?
Sure.
You know? So I thought this was a fun idea and it was different.
Yes.
And I liked it.
Yeah. Well, I guess I was just confused as to why she decided to make this a hair challenge.
That's true.
Her whole outfit was made out of hair and it was like, that's cool? Why?
She was like, just in case they secretly throw a hairball at us, I've got it covered.
Hairball? Stop it.
Wouldn't it have been too funny if like it was just the skirt and then she had worked out some sort of mechanics so when she stood it like shook?
That would be really silly.
That would be so funny.
Yes. So, another quick commercial break. It's a long episode. There's a lot of runway looks. We're going to do quick commercial breaks and it'll be great. We're going to love it. It's going to be fabulous. Hopefully. So, category is Miami Summer Realness, aka furs.
Ice Queens.
Yes.
So first on the runway is Mayhem Miller in this, what I thought was very good, but then I immediately kind of forgot about it. Maybe because there was just so many looks, but this big fur dress.
I liked this.
I liked it a lot.
I liked this.
There wasn't a singular thing for me to go, oh, that was that look with that thing.
Right.
You know, so I just sort of blurred
it kind of reminded me, for some reason, of actually her look last week. Maybe it was just the contacts.
Sure.
But there was some sort of fierceness of similarity to it where I was like, oh, okay, you're serving the same dude.
Stop relying on those contacts.
So then next is Eureka O'Hara.
This was like spacesuit ice queen.
Uh-huh.
Didn't love the style of it. Like, I wasn't like, this fashion is a
No, but it did make her look good.
It did make her look great. And she's got this purple hair. She looks like the fairy godmother from Shrek. Just sort of like a ski bunny.
Sure.
Maybe if she had boots. Did she have boots? There were so many looks, you guys.
I don't know. This one was just one of like the safe ones for me. I was like, oh, that was good.
Next on the runway was Monet Exchange.
And at first, I loved this.
So she comes out and she's just got the fur coat up to her neck and this like ice crown on, and she puffs out a little dry ice, I'm assuming, or ice in her mouth. Or
I don't know what it was.
It was good.
Yeah.
Just like a little puff, and starts walking down the runway, and I was like, yes to all of this, 100%.
Yes.
You know, little Judy Garland get happy, like, oh, I'm just wearing the coat.
Yeah.
Just the coat.
Just the coat.
And I was like happy with this.
Uh-huh.
Then she does a quick change, opens the coat to reveal, like, for me, an okay white, kind of ill-fitting Jessica Rabbit dress.
Sure.
Like the high slit, but with no tits.
Right.
So the dress, it was just slightly underwhelming.
The dress was underwhelming for me. It wasn't quite, I have this big fur jacket. Oh, it's just a boring blue dress, but it was almost there.
Well, it was like, just keep the coat on. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
Just keep that coat on.
Keep the coat.
Like, oh, I'm just running to the jacuzzi in my bikini.
Oh my God, I love
it. With my coat on. You know. So.
Which I like that idea for like a Miami winter fantasy then too. Where it's like, oh, it's still Miami, but it's winter. Summer? Whatever. So then next was Cameron Michaels. And oh, Lord, baby Jesus.
Pause this for 10 minutes?
I mean, maybe.
I just kept being like,
the immediate reaction was,
what is this? Oh my God, this was the most I've ever seen. Oh boy. This was like every Narnia character rolled into one. It was like Mr. Thomas, the White Witch, and Aslan. It was like Jack Frost. There was like some Poseidon and Zeus in there. It was like Beauty and the Beast combined into an ice sculpture. I mean, there was so much fucking shit going on in this look, and then she opened it to this iridescent
like galaxy
bodysuit. Just like, what's this? What's this shit? What's happening?
I was so confused by this outfit. I thought this was single-handedly the worst outfit of the night.
I couldn't hate it because it was insane. Like, I was just like
insane
with the blue lips,
the
frostbite,
my
the
God.
makeup was a craziness. I mean, it really looked like basically my favorite episode of Mystery Science Theater is this episode called Jack Frost, where it's like this Russian movie about the legend of Jack Frost, and it's fucking bananas and insane. It looked like she was just gonna come out of the woods as Jack Frost and tell them a spell about that. And I was just like, yes, but no, get away from me. What? I mean, we paused it at some point, and she was just like, with the filigree on her head.
Oh my God, it was crazy.
It was everything.
I mean, it wasn't everything. It was literally everything.
It was everything.
Literally.
Everything was there.
Yeah.
Clear quickly, my ice slave! Whoa. Rise like the wind!
I think you got an engine fire.
So the next was Vixen.
Yes.
In this sort of Scarlett O'Hara winter blue riding hood.
Yeah.
You know, with these antlers.
Yep.
I really liked this.
I liked this a lot. I thought
it's like a little costumey.
A little bit. And you know, it's hard to say if this hadn't come after Cameron Michaels.
Right.
Would it have seen a little crazy? I don't know. I don't think so.
No.
But like it was on the edge, I think, of like
for me it was on the edge of costume.
Yes.
Rather than like a story and a look and a fashion or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, I thought it was really like a nice palette, and she's blowing snow everywhere.
Yes.
Another
fanning
fan.
snow.
Another fan.
I liked that. That was like a through line.
She didn't have a fan in the third look. We'll get there.
So then next was Aquaria, and I liked this.
I liked this a lot. I think the skirt could have used like 2 more poofs.
Yeah, I think
when
it should have been
walked,
fuller.
It separated a little
and maybe
too much.
longer or something. I just not a lot, just a little bit. Not a lot, baby girl, just a little bit.
Just 2 more poofs, I think, would have been good.
Sure.
She's got this rainbow, it's like fur, but it looks like rainbow cotton candy.
Oh, definitely.
You know, it was like rainbow bright.
Yeah, it's like sherbety.
In the Alps, you know, like rainbow bright.
Ooh, yeah.
Ski après or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Now I'm just thinking that I want like an après ski outfit that's like
It's
this.
après ski, not ski après.
Ski après, is that what you're trying to say? Après ski, yes.
I flipped it. Her mug looked great.
Oh, yeah, her face was gorgeous.
I thought this was really, 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 really pretty. Could have used 2 more poofs just to fill the skirt out.
Sure.
Because I was like, that's a lot of your underwear. Like, it's less of like an actual skirt at this point.
Agreed.
But anyway. So next was Dusty Ray Bottoms in
Yes.
this like Elizabethan white queen.
Yes, with like the Dutch collar.
Yeah, and the big kind of light up hair.
Right. This did not quite work for me.
No, it looked very detailed, very well made.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't like a mess or anything, but it just looked like, what's this telling me?
Agreed.
Exactly.
Agreed.
Other than just like a costume, like a Elizabethan sort of costume.
Right.
And I really didn't like the makeup. She made herself look really kind of tired or something. Like if she had
Well, she had that dark socket.
Yeah, maybe if she'd done something else with the makeup, it would have focused the look or something.
Yeah.
I couldn't decide.
So the next was Monique Hart.
Yeah.
And this was probably my least favorite of hers.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
I liked parts of it. Like it kind of had this Golden Girls Blanche Devereaux, you know, like loungewear thing going on.
Right.
The fit wasn't quite right.
I liked the idea of like, furry loungewear. But it just didn't quite click.
I saw a little too much of the chin strap, which I felt like was a problem.
I agree.
For me, the concept of this outweighed the faults.
Yes,
You
but
know,
this
like-
was certainly safe. It wasn't like it was a top look.
Totally. So the next was Miss Blair St. Clair, and she comes out in this like Cruella de Vil coat.
Yeah.
But not fabulous.
Not really.
It was fine.
It was fine, and it was just belted, and that was the look.
That's what was odd to me. Like, so, you know, we're saying like, Monet's coat should have been her whole outfit, but she was bald and she had the crown and the makeup and like it all kind of went together as a look. This was literally like, I'm a rich lady.
This was like Upper
who
East Side
has a
walking
fur coat.
my dog
like,
or whatever.
and I bought this fur coat and wore it.
Yep.
If you're gonna do that, you know, get the fake poodle, get the whole a hat or a muff.
Yes, really tell me a story.
Fuck off muff
Yeah.
or this is a muff.
That's a muff.
What's this?
That's like a Russian hat?
Russian
I
hat.
don't know.
It needed one extra accessory. And
Where's
then
Cheryl?
oh boy. And then she needed to sell it.
Exactly.
I think Blair's biggest problem is she needs to sell it on the runway.
And learn how to walk.
Learn how to walk.
So then next was Asia O'Hara.
In this Lisa Frank barf-tastic. I didn't like this. It was like a different colored neon cheetah print bodysuit with this like neon fur coat over it.
Yeah, I didn't like the coat at all.
No, it was pretty gross.
Yeah, but she came in with these ski goggles and like she was serving a look, right? This was also après ski or maybe mid ski on the mountain.
Not ski après?
No, not ski après. But the coat was just hideous.
I could have used a little like, okay, throw the coat off and then do a couple of like.
Sure.
So then next was Ms. Cracker in this Tuscan Raider Barbie realness. It really looked like she was just gonna go, you know. They're frightened easily, but they'll come back in numbers. It was like, I don't know, I feel like she needed to be on like a...
The Sand People are easily startled, but they'll soon be back, and in greater numbers.
I felt like she needed to be on like a Vespa. She
Ooh,
looked
yes.
like she was like a cartoon.
Someone
you
sent
know?
us, did you see?
Yeah, from oh god, what's that called? Wacky Racers? What's that called? That cartoon?
Yeah, I don't know.
Polly. It was alliterative and had 2 P's in it.
Pink.
It was like a name.
Polly.
Pit Stop? Polly Pit
Pit
Stop?
Stop. Polly Pit Stop.
That was spot fucking on.
Yeah.
Once again, she sort of had a tail. There was a My Little Pony vibe happening with the hair.
Quick commercial break. Again, I know what? Crazy. What? I don't know. We're trying it. And we'll be back with the final runway looks and Untucked and a fabulous lip sync. Category is Martian Eleganza Extravaganza.
I did like that they had the stupid Star Trek space doors.
Oh, yes.
That really made me laugh.
With
I liked it a lot.
Steam. So first down the runway was Mayhem Miller, and oh boy, I felt bad because this was a disaster.
It just really
Didn't
fit horribly.
Yeah.
It looked like real messy Grace Jones. You know, she had the hood with like the third eye.
Yeah.
I didn't hate the red and gold idea.
No.
Like the fabric was like, okay, Martian, you know, wasteland.
Sure.
Yes. You know, like,
yes.
I was like, okay. But the actual fit, and then it looked like she just glued a bunch of crap to her body, and it was not great. Next, through the Star Trek space doors, was Eureka O'Hara looking like a squid. She looked like Squid Dawn from Mega Man. And she was like,
spady,
like I was like waiting for like the tentacles to come out and be like, ah.
Now that would have been cool.
That would have been really cool.
I mean, it would have been maybe too
she was,
cheesy, but it could have been
She was
great.
like a policewoman on Mars?
That was confusing.
I was confused.
She had like a gun and a purse.
Giving you executive realness. I'm ready to protect, serve, and do business.
Okay, but then she was also talking about like business.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know what's going on here exactly.
Me either. But she had her silly little gun and her purse that she made that she was very proud of.
I made a purse.
I mean, she constructed the fuck out of this.
This fit beautifully. It had a bit of that like 80s vision of the future.
Sure.
Where it's like, and then we'll just add giant shoulder plaids and crap.
Shoulder plaids. Are those plaid shoulder pads?
Yeah.
So then next was Monet Exchange in her red Mad Max gas mask.
Mad Max gas mask.
Yeah.
That's like a
tongue twister
warm up.
Yeah.
Mad Max gas mask.
Mad Max gas mask. But this was disappointing for me because I felt like she could. I mean, again, like I said, I wish she hadn't done red again.
Red and blonde.
Yeah, but also like the shape and fit was weird.
Well, it's like on just a basic level, I like the silhouette. Like, it looked like an anthurium. It sort of was interesting, this, like, triangle skirt. Like, just on a basic, that silhouette, it's different. You didn't make a tube dress, right? Okay, great. It was constructed terribly and looked messy.
Yeah.
It wasn't great. I'm just ready for her to have a breakthrough.
She needs to step up her wig game, but also she really needs to step up her look game overall. I think that there's been a lot of stuff that's been, like, close.
Yeah.
But not great.
Monet shows up in a romper, no tuck, no wig, and audiences eat her up. So no one can blame Monet for relying on personality, but this is Drag Race.
And people gag over her and love her.
Because she's a great performer.
She's a great performer.
As we will talk about.
And I fully think she's a fantastic performer, has great personality.
Yes.
But I'm like, if you're going to win this whole thing, you also have to have the look on point.
Yeah, you have to elevate that look.
And for me, like, the makeup was just okay. You know, it was just
the makeup was rushed almost.
Yeah,
it was like lackluster.
It wasn't like, but at least you had a great mug. It was sort of like, well. So then next was Cameron Michaels in this space bimbo, astronaut Jones, you know, Star Trek alien bimbo.
And she was really trying to, my communication device. For me, this was where I said, so she's going to be in the bottom.
Yeah, I was like, so this is fine, but she's certainly going to be in the bottom, right?
Right?
She'd be lucky to be safe, right?
We'll talk about it. This was not Eleganza nor Extravaganza.
No. But it was Martian.
Sure. Oh boy. So then next is the Vixen.
Well, so she turned the corner, and I went...
The corner?
I'm sorry! There's been wine! Oh my god. So she turned the corner, and I went, oh shit, no, she's not going to be at the top anymore. Like, I was like, she just ruined it. She was doing so well.
Yep.
The worst part was, the top was, not great, but the worst part was that then she made full pant leg warmers. This I could not understand. I didn't know. She has great legs.
Yeah.
I was like, why'd you do that? What's going on? It looked so bad. And ill-fitting.
Yeah.
It was like she had just the sweats, like the legs of sweats on.
Yeah.
It was like, jazzercise on Mars.
Oh,
or something.
yeah.
Next was Aquaria in, I loved this. This lightning bolt superhero, Elektra, Powerline, Watchmen. It was so good.
It was really good. And it's funny because, we'd seen it building, right? They were giving us this, she's just going to tack something onto her bra.
She's just going to glue a piece of fabric to her chest.
And it worked.
Oh, it totally worked. The silhouette was so impactful. The graphic of it all and the mask that she made looked really fabulous.
She really knows how to turn a look.
She slayed.
A lurk.
A lurk. Yeah, the Rue kept saying that.
She really was all about lurk
I'm fine with
this
it,
week.
but why? But I'm fine with it. This lurk. With this half cape. Oh, yeah. I mean, it was
backless
so
cape, and I was like,
good.
yes.
I loved this. It was very Watchmen, where it's like uber sexy superhero costume kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, she was serving body, yaddy, yaddy.
Oh, yes.
So then next was Dusty Ray Bottoms. I thought this looked pretty. Ish. I agree with Michelle. It was like grunge fairy godmother. It was like
steampunk Lori Petty tank girl fairy crafty
meets like Waterworld. I don't know.
Yeah, it was a no.
It was a no.
It looked crafty.
Yes,
was
it did.
Its biggest problem.
It did. I thought the bodice was pretty.
Yeah, but the
and that's about all I liked.
The weird circle.
The weird circle.
I don't know what that was. I guess it made the volume of it, but. It wasn't great. So then next on the runway was Monique Hart first she comes out in this robot coat with these
like
robot
big,
arms.
It was also a little Michelin Man-y. I don't know. It was but I liked it. Yeah.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Yeah. What is that? Futurama.
Bender?
Yeah.
Yeah, it had a bit of Bender in there going on.
Yeah.
Which was silly.
Yeah.
So she comes out in that, and I was like, what's silly?
Okay.
Throws it off immediately because I think it was falling apart at the seams.
I think so.
Anyway, this was sort of spacey. Great, throw that off. And then she changes into this,
green.
Deep V, iridescent green.
And it's just at first I was like, yes, and then it starts dropping from her cooch, and I was like, yes.
She had it, tucked in there rather inelegantly. And then it starts to drop. I'll say this. This wasn't much, but she sold the fucking shit out of it. I was like, I mean, this is just 2 strips of fabric tied together.
But it looked sexy.
But are you selling the garment? It was very, for me, like a Taraji P. Henson, not as polished or glamorous, but it had that sort of yes.
I could absolutely see her wearing this.
Right?
Absolutely.
So
and I'd be like, yes, bitch. So yeah, and that's why it worked. I don't know what it was, and that's what they said on Untucked. It was like, girl, I don't know what you did, but it worked.
I mean, she did look like sort of the stripper at the Cantina bar, so she could be on Mars.
Yeah, whatever. So then next was Blair St. Clair. This was fine.
It was well made.
Yep.
It was pink. It had a sort of Pan Am.
Yes, definitely Pan Am.
Jetsons vinyl thing going on.
There was a lot of vinyl.
This was, again, good, but not, it was just sort of that was nice.
Yeah.
He made a dress that looks well made.
Yeah.
I don't know, I wasn't getting a lot from it.
No, I didn't get a lot from her all episode.
Martian Extravaganza? Not really.
So much.
You know?
Here's my issue with Blair. Blair is all about, classic Hollywood, old-timey, whatever, vintage. And
I am here for.
Love it. But that's not a character.
No.
Just like with Calorie Kardashian, being a big girl isn't a character. That's not a personality.
Right.
So I need to see the personality that is then inspired by or that uses references to all of these old vintage retro things. That's my issue. And so far it's just been vintage retro.
Yeah. So then next was Asia O'Hara in... I liked the idea of this. It's like Judy Jetson, straight up, just the big peplumy red coat, and then she's got this dumb planetary wig, with the
yes, the
smoke
balls
stacked or whatever. That was fun. This was fun and had it was exciting, but like not finished and not polished.
Yes. The balls were creepy. That she like coughs up.
Oh, that was that one where she's like, I'm coughing up space balls? What did she say?
Space
balls. No,
I
it
don't
wasn't space balls.
Stardust balls.
So then last was Miss Cracker in what I thought was just okay, but everyone really liked. I
liked this, I think, more than you did.
Yeah.
She easily could have been like, I'll glue random isosceles triangles on this because that's space. You know what I mean? Like, somehow it was so sort of tailored and clean.
We are the girls of Dragometry.
With the helmet and the tubes that made it look like a jetpack. Like,
Yep.
I didn't love this, but I definitely was like, oh, this was like a clear concept.
Sure.
So it was like, I liked it.
It was fine. I guess for me...
I liked this better than Cameron's, and I think it was the same idea.
Sure. What I was really thinking when she came down the runway, because she was backstage, she was saying, like, oh, I just want to make sure that they don't read me for it to be, like, so obvious and whatever. And for me, it was, still.
Yes.
And what I would have actually thought would have been cheekier and more fun was if she took a Mars Attacks like approach to it, where it's like
done crazy fucking makeup.
Like, yeah, if she'd like, or like a real crazy wig, or found out a way to like make it so that she looked like a brain.
Yes, if she had like a red curly wig that was so big that she had to shove it into the helmet.
Yes.
Yeah, here for that.
Right, that would have been, especially because it's Mars Attacks and it's Martian, like that would have been really cheeky fun. And more, it would have been more original than just like, oh, here's a space helmet look.
This looked like a really good Halloween costume. It definitely could have been more fun.
Yes.
Get a big fuck off iridescent cape with like the collar. Yeah, that would have been good. So the top three queens are Aquaria, Ms. Cracker, and Cameron Michaels. I mean, who would we have put up there instead? Eureka?
Maybe Eureka. Maybe the Vixen, even though her last look was
terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah.
But her other looks were really good. Maybe Monique. Maybe.
Not really.
But not really. The middle look wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It was tough.
Yeah.
It was a mixed bag because there were so many looks for each queen.
Yes.
There was an opportunity for them to fuck it up somewhere along the way.
Yeah.
But Cameron Michaels was just boggling to me because I didn't like a single one of her looks. Really. Like,
I had issue with each of them.
Yes.
But I didn't hate
I didn't hate them, although I was just kind of like, but that has to be in the bottom.
And then the bottom is Monet and Dusty and Asia.
Yeah.
Which made sense.
Yep.
And Asia is getting critiqued and she basically breaks down and is like, oh, I like fucked up.
Yeah.
I was helping everybody else. I gave too much of myself away and I really should have focused on myself.
And what I really liked was that all of the other queens on stage were like, oh no, she helped literally
everybody.
everyone.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, good. That's good.
Yeah, I think that's obviously why she was safe.
Yes.
Because it's like, well, the entire drag ball would have been worse were it not for Asia.
Exactly. So yeah, so we find out that Dusty and Monet are the bottom, and they're gonna lip sync. And Dusty has changed her outfit into this gold lame wrap dress, Liza Minnelli, Jamie Lee Curtis.
She was definitely giving me some Jamie Lee Curtis in Trading Places. It was like,
it definitely looked like
prostitute Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah. At a disco.
Sure.
At a discotheque.
So they lip sync to Nicki Minaj's Pound the Alarm. And I was here for it. Monet Exchange definitely, like, took off with it.
Yes.
I mean, this was a good lip sync.
Oh, it was great.
Mostly on her part. Dusty was perfectly good.
She was okay. She seemed a little lost. She seemed a little bit like, I don't know what to do with my hands. And we find out later in Untucked, she's talking about how, like, this morning I knew every lyric and now I'm, like, panicking and freaking out and, like, I'm going to forget everything. So you could tell she was nervous and not uber confident.
Yes.
And through a lot of it, it just looked like she was being electrocuted. It's a little weird. Well, so the first gag is that we get to the
Pound the alarm, the beat's about to drop.
The beat's about to drop, and you're like, oh, something's gonna happen.
She's about
and
to
Monet does a full fake out death drop, just like,
So good. I love Ru. Ru's like, ah!
Just like, oh no, you have to wait for the death drop. You have to wait. Monet takes her gas mask and starts
she's
she's hyperventilating into a bag.
I need some oxygen.
I got an oxygen tank, bitch. I can't breathe.
She just runs away with it and sells the shit out of it. And then on the second beat drop, does do a split.
Yeah.
And it was like, yes! And it was fabulous. I mean, this was fabulous.
Fabulous.
Monet stays, Dusty goes home, and Rue is like, girls, back there?
Yep.
That is what we call a lip sync for your life.
So Dusty goes home, which is a bummer. I thought she would have lasted longer.
I did too. I think, the stars didn't quite align for her. But I really thought she was performing well. And I was bummed this week didn't work out for her.
So this week on Untucked.
Girl.
Oh boy, well, so this episode starts and it seems kind of like whatever.
Sure.
And then quickly escalates. I was like, what? This was like some old Untucked drama. And I was like, here for it?
Mostly?
Because I didn't give a shit.
Sure.
I wasn't like, one of you is clearly in the more wrong. I was like, you're both being stupid.
Yeah.
Cool. Whatever.
Like, all right, I'm ready to party.
But see, you get that type of drag way better than I do because you're a very crafty queen.
And then it escalates.
Oh my God. Girl, you don't have to be so negative.
Oh my God. I mean, Eureka was clearly testing her and nagging her for reasons that I think involved screen time.
I'm getting tired of hearing you talk, honestly. Can I go smoke?
If you need to go smoke, just say that.
She was intentionally being rude. Like, oh, let's push all of these buttons. Hey, I'm going to call you negative.
Hey,
and I'm going to say I don't want to hear you talk.
Hi.
And I'm going to be dismissive. And, it was just like, okay. But it was fun to watch.
That's why I didn't care. Because I was like, clearly they're both just like, blowing
letting off
steam.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
I think also Eureka's not afraid to challenge someone. You know what I mean? As we saw.
What the fuck you talking about, bitch?
Because you acting like I have to baby you. You're a grown-ass man. I don't need to fight with you. You are picking this fight right now. This is my problem with you.
Maybe she was like, I want to see what the Vixen does when she's fighting with someone who's not as meek as Aquaria, who's not going to just back down.
Right.
What the fuck is your problem right now? Are you serious?
What's your
You know
problem?
what? You are exactly the girl that I did not like on season 9.
This had been building, apparently, since last week.
Since apparently before this episode, the season even started.
Right. She doesn't like Eureka because she's the mouthy. I don't know.
I guess.
I've been trying with you.
So you're saying that you've
You
been
should have
being patient with
accepted that I've
me.
been
So what you
trying with
did
you.
is you created a picture.
And they have this nail fight. They're like, oh, you think this? Well, I think this about this. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, you keep talking? I keep talking. I'm going to talk at you. Oh, it was so good.
It was so silly. And I loved already on Tumblr, there was like a thing that was like, this is how gays fight.
I do like you as a person. And maybe. No, I'm not going.
It's done.
They blow the fuck up at each other. Eureka, or the Vixen just is like, go have your cigarette! Like, she's screaming at her. I was like,
Fuck you, have your cigarette. No,
Why are y'all still going?
She don't
She
know when to
found
shut
a
the
reason
fuck
to be
up.
mad at
Now look,
somebody.
now look.
You
So
gave
now
me
you
a
wanna run
reason.
with
Thanks
it.
for it, and I am gonna run with it. Fuck you and step off.
so then they finally leave.
And have their cigarette break.
And have your cigarette. I love that the cigarette loading dock has become the second room.
Thank God. Even complete with like, oh, what was that? What were you guys saying about us?
Oh.
Told you, girl. Told you she was going to be talking about it still.
And then, so they come back. I mean, the Vixen is still like,
yeah.
She completely finishes her sentence about what she feels about Eureka as Eureka's walking,
walking in the room.
And then they're both just like, ha! Girl, it's fine. We fine. We got over it.
Yeah.
It's cool. Everything's cool. Yeah, we fine. It's fine.
Let's move on for a minute. I said a snarky comment and it wasn't cute and she knows it and she called me on it and it is what it is.
Oh, because Eureka
admits, she goes, you know what? I was being a dick and I was
cunty and then I escalated it and then you escalated it and it's cool. We're cool. And they were just like, anyway. Like they were laughing like 5 seconds later.
Right?
Like, anyway,
Okay.
great.
Cool.
And then the returning queens come back and it was like they were both sad.
Right,
about
Monet is
something.
really like, oh God, and then Dusty is like getting ready and is sad. And
It was kind of uneventful.
yeah, Aquaria had a nice pep speech to both of them.
I don't want either of you to go, and I'll tell you both the same thing. Kick her ass out of here. Like, this is just as much your game as it is hers.
That's probably the most real I would ever even give you. You get a whole 100 on that. Perfect score.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I thought this was an Aquaria, a side of Aquaria I hadn't seen,
Yes.
and I liked.
I agree. I this episode helped me grow on Aquaria. This was the dawning of the age of Aquaria.
So yeah, so then they show the lip sync.
Right,
Dusty goes
home, packs up.
She's very sad. I genuinely thought she would have stayed longer. I'm kind of bummed we don't get to see her snatch game because I feel like she would have been good.
I think she would have been good. Also, I was kind of bummed that she never did dots again. Michelle scared the dots right off of her face. I liked Dusty.
I like Dusty a lot. But we'll see. I'm excited for next week.
I'm excited for next week. If you're excited, subscribe, share, Patreon, Facebook,
Oh, bitch.
Oh, bitch.
Oh, bitch.